Future millionaires, this is Aztec and this is the CSE. Today I'm going to go to make a video regarding two of the recent Dapps that were deployed to the Matic Network. I wanted to do this because first of all I wanted to get these names out there and just show you some of the great Dapps that are developing out there where you can achieve NFTs very easily, and you can also mine coins, and really I also wanted to show you just how fast these transactions are happening on the Matic Network, which is a second layer solution for the Ethereum blockchain. So I want to go ahead and talk about Spells of Genesis. We're going to do a little walkthrough for Spells of Genesis and Crypto Warrior Z and kind of show you just how smooth these games are. I know this is some new technology that I'm using for this video. You see my face down here, which I'll move periodically through the video while we're doing the walkthrough. And please note that the audio is not perfect with this application that I'm using to record, but it is it's a pretty good application, so I need to do some fine tuning. But in general, let's go ahead and get started. We have Spells of Genesis. It's made by Everdream Soft, and you can find these games by adding the title on Twitter. So if you just go on Twitter, you can find Spells of Genesis and Crypto Warrior Z, and then you can find out how to play these games. These are blockchain games, and again, you can acquire NFTs that you can put on wallets and possibly trade in the future or sell. And it's actually pretty easy to acquire the NFTs essentially, and also on the other game you can mine coins. But let's go and get started with Spells of Genesis. So on the home screen here, you log in, you have quests at the bottom left hand corner, and each day that you log in you get a quest and you get a little daily bonus, which I've already acquired because I logged in earlier. To the very bottom left you have play. That basically brings you to this page here where you have the map and the different levels that you can play. You have your team in the bottom middle, and this shows you the different NFTs that I've acquired while playing, and we'll go ahead and go over how they work and all that. Bottom right hand corner is shop. Using your gold coins that you acquired beating different matches, you can buy cards. You can also buy these gems. These are these purple kind of gem looking, well, they are gems. And you can acquire them by buying them using cash with like a credit card or something like that, or you can just get them playing the game. So when you get those gems, you can actually acquire rare or better cards, or even epic or better cards, as it shows here in the store. You also get cards just for beating levels, and you can get rare, epic, and even higher cards by beating different levels. But if you wanted to acquire some just to start the game, you can get them with your gold coins or gems. Let's go to play and take a look at the home screen again. So basically, to the bottom right, again, right above shop, you have raid. At a certain point, you can start raiding other people that are playing the game, that are close to your tier level, and you can get gold coins. There's challenge right above that, and I am not high enough to do that, so it's not something I know about yet. Basically, you just click on one of these levels to enter it, and you can see here by clicking on the bottom one that it tells you a little bit about some storyline, and it also says that to battle it would cost 5 energy, and that it's like a little electric sign right there at the bottom in the yellow. And then you can, just something to note, at the top left hand corner you also see the energy sign. So I'm level 22, so I have 22 energy points, and you don't start there, but as I've leveled up I've acquired more energy. And you spend that every time you play a match. So when you click on a match, you have to spend your energy, and you can keep playing matches until that energy is gone. And you can replenish that energy bar with the gems in the top right hand corner, those purple gems there. Again, you can get those gems by buying them with, credit card, debit card, or just by playing the game, slowly rack them up. The crystals, which are in the middle, there's like a little purple and yellow and green crystal there. It shows that I have 9 of them. You get those by crystallizing cards. And then to the left of the crystals, you see these gold coins. I have 787 at the very top middle, next to my name, Crypto Secret Circle. You get those coins by beating the levels. And we'll, go ahead and play a level, and I'll show you how the gameplay looks and all that in just a second. But I'm just giving you a quick overview of the game. To kind of explain how these NFTs work, basically, let's go ahead and select this guy here. So you can see he has a little fire element at the top left hand corner of this card. He is all silver because he is a card that I've leveled up and fused together. Now I'll explain fusing in just a second, but first, in the top right of the corner, you have your range, and that is added to the team's range, and that is the range that you have to fire your weapon across the map. And that's added. That's an added range. So for instance, if you look at the bottom here, I have all these cards down here, and they all have a green number at the top right of their card, and if you add those up, it basically adds up to 5. So that's my for my team, that's the range that I have. And I'll go ahead and show you in a second in the gameplay what that looks like. But again, looking at the card, you then in the middle of the card have a yellow circle, and that's the strength, or damage. I hit another character for 2 points directly when I hit them. They have 9 hit points or life, so you can take 9 damage in total with this card. In the middle of the card also says flame 8. So the little icon that you see, or ability in the middle, it's basically a little flame icon. That's dropped on the board, and if you hit that, it hits the next card for that damage. And you can see that the card actually says deal 8 damage to the nearest enemy. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, it is a silver card. You can get that by fusing cards. So for instance, this card here, you look at the star right here by my name, and it's fully maxed out. It says fuse right down here, and I can only do that when I acquire another card that is similar, or which is same as this card here, just like this one, but I have to level it all the way up. So see this star right here, you can see that there's a piece missing. I need to level it up, and I can do that by acquiring more crystals, and I have to pay 60 to level it up to the next level. When it's fully leveled up, I can actually fuse both of these cards here, and that will give me, a higher, more powerful card that is basically more valuable and has more abilities, just like this silver card here. And you can keep doing that until you actually get to a point to where you, what they call blockchainized the card, just like this card here. He's fully maxed out, he's blockchainized, meaning he is now an NFT on the blockchain. He's actually being held on a wallet where I can basically sell or trade him in the future. So not only are you getting added bonus, for, strength or life, your ability, you're also getting a leveled up card to a point. When you level it up all the way, you can actually put it on the blockchain and put it on the wallet. So that's pretty cool. And essentially, again, you do that by fusing your cards, leveling them up, fusing them over and over until you get them blockchainized. All right, so to crystallize a card, let's go to our shop and let's use some of our gold coins right here. We'll buy 1 random card. You can see here I got this character. It's a basic card. Let's go back to the team button and let's take a look at him. So I could level him up. He is a pretty decent basic card, but I'm actually, just for the point of this video, going to crystallize him. So in the top kind of middle, you can see that you can press crystallize, and you can close it there if you don't want to, but Once you press crystallize, you can click on a NFT and then click the collect button. Validates the transaction. See how fast that was? Matic Network. All right, and then it gave me a crystal. You can see up here, and then I use those crystals to go ahead and level up my NFTs. All right, so let's go ahead and play the game. We have 22 energy, so I can pretty much play any of these levels. The higher you go up, see there's Battle 4 down here. The higher you go up, it will cost you even more energy to play a match. But let's play a very easy match. Play the very first game. Click Battle. All right, so you see over here, there's a little fire emblem. I'm going to go ahead and hit that to show you how you use your abilities. So I hit that card for 8 damage. He's gone. Let's move to the next set. So this guy, I can hit this little strength emblem, and basically you're just using your finger to aim, and then you take your finger off and it shoots. So I shot, took out those characters, and you see that the characters have the NFTs, or sorry, the NPCs that you're playing against have a little timer. That's what that number is on the character. And once that gets to 0, it will actually attack you. So I'm going to go ahead and just miss a couple times here so that it can attack me, just to show you what that looks like. So it's now at 0. He attacks this guy. And let's go ahead and just take him out. All right. So each match, you have 3 different little levels that you have to beat. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of breeze through these just to hurry up and show you, each of these guys have their own abilities, like the hearts there healed me, and the fire right here would basically take the guy out, and it's kind of how it goes. So it gets harder and harder, of course, and as you beat the levels, you get gold coins just like this. And it also gives you experience points so that you level up. And down here in the bottom left-hand corner where it says Light Affinity, that's actually a quest for the day. It's like a daily quest that you get every time you log in. Again, show you the little quest icon down here. And that's essentially the game. You just keep playing and acquire gold. You can buy new cards, which are NFTs, and level the cards up, and keep going through these matches, and they get harder and harder as you go. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Crypto Warrior Z. This is a game that's built on Unity. Unity is an application that you can use to develop mobile apps, and of course I'm using this technology. It is a mobile, these are both mobile games. So when we press start in the bottom right corner, it's logging me in. And with this application I'm using to record, again, the sound is not optimized, so I do apologize for, the sound. It might be a little loud and harsh in the ears. So here's the game though. In the bottom left-hand corner, you have this little joystick you use. And then in the top right-hand corner, you see the gold that you have up there. That's CZ coins. About 70,000 of those is worth 1 ETH currently that you can only acquire by purchasing through the team directly, or through mining directly through the game. And you see right underneath the gold coins, you have a guild, mining, dungeon, and message. You can actually, right below that, kind of thumb around to look around the map. You can see that there's a lot of like voxel type graphics. So I believe actually this game is developed using voxel technology, blockchain technology. Immediately you have a guide that you can walk up to, and you just basically click the guide. See, I think you have to get a little bit closer. Alright, so once you click the guide, he shows you what you can do in the game. Right now you have a guild. To play within a guild, you do have to be level 10, so you have to go to dungeons and level up to join a guild, or you can start your own if you're level 30. If you click dungeon, it shows you the different dungeons that you can play. There's a dungeon coming soon. You can mine. It talks about what you can do while you mine. A little trick that I'll tell you right now, what you want to do is when you start the game, you have 50,000 CZ coins. You want to buy the auto mining bots, or miners essentially, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. You want to do that because you can actually acquire a lot of CZ coins very quickly just by using them, and I'll get to that in just a second. You can also shop here. Another trick is using potions to get you through the dungeons, and also these boost potions. If you go to a dungeon, you want to acquire them because they will give you a lot more XP and help you level up quicker. They are kind of expensive though. You can also upgrade your items like your pickaxe so you get even more if you're mining directly. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's go and go to a private mine. This little screen is a loading screen that kind of tells you what you can do. Again, you have this little joystick, bottom left-hand corner to the bottom right-hand corner. You have either the mining button or an attacking button. You have the shield, which basically defends you. You can click that and he'll bring up his shield in a dungeon. You still take damage, but you take a lot less damage. Now this actually isn't the guild. This is just a little mining area. You can either directly mine by clicking the attack button, and you see to the right that I'm actually mining CZ coins as I mine. Now I can do this by clicking, or I can press the little electric button here to the right, and as long as I'm standing near a crystal, it'll auto mine for me. I don't even have to click it. Now I do have some miners already working for me. Now, again, earlier I was saying when you start the game, you start off with 50,000 CZ. You probably want to go ahead and come to this slave master, click on him, and you want to unlock these miners right away because that's how you get CZ coins very easily. See, just by clicking it, tells you, it costs this much, but you're actually going to get more CZ than you're paying. So you're profiting by having these miners actually mine for you while you're AFK. So see, here they are with little timers, and when they're done, they'll give you CZ coins when you go back to the slave master. So let's go ahead and go home. That's mining, and soon you'll be able to take those CZ and either buy them on an exchange, put them in a wallet, or bring them to the game. But let's go ahead and look at the dungeon. So there's 3 different dungeons. One is coming soon. Let's do the easiest one, which is Land of Death. Go ahead and enter the dungeon. Right away, it throws you into the fight. So I'll go ahead and press the shield to guard myself. And you just run up to them and you start attacking. And when you kill them, you actually get XP. And you can see these are all transactions happening in real time. And as you take these NPCs out, your level, which is top left-hand corner, where I'm currently level 21, and there's a little green level bar that basically goes up slowly as you take these guys out. So oops, sorry guys. So there you go. That's how the game works, and each dungeon actually has a dungeon master here that you have to beat. This one is the Undead King. I'm not going to fight him entirely because it's actually, a pretty long battle to take out all his minions and him. But essentially, as you kill these guys, you get levels. Again, the point of it is to level up so that you can do better, fare a lot better in, higher dungeons, and the higher dungeons that you're able to fight in, you get more XP. And also, as your level goes up, you can join guilds, and also, possibly even start your own guild. But that's basically the game. In a nutshell, press the home button here, and we'll go ahead and take a quick look at the marketplace, so the arcade. So here's your grocery, where you can buy your potions. Over here you have a guild manager, you have an auction where you can actually sell your NFTs. Over here you have the forge, where you can buy your weapons or pickaxes. And over here is a research lab where you're able to actually build better or upgrade your pickaxe so you get more CZ when you mine directly. And that's the game in a nutshell. There isn't that much more to it currently. They're still developing, but you can see this is a very well put together mobile blockchain game. You can acquire NFTs, you can mine, and it has great voxel type graphics. So all the transactions again are happening on the Matic Network, which is on top of Ethereum, and this just shows you the power of the Matic Network. I think this game really beats a lot of blockchain games by miles. So does the other game. You can link the other game to a wallet. This game, I believe you'll be able to do that soon. And there's a lot of potential in these games. I imagine that once a mass adoption happens, that these games will even require more adoption. And again, it's a really easy way to go ahead and just knock a couple minutes out during the day on a break, or just passing some time, and acquire NFTs, guys. NFTs are the future. If you want to be on the cutting edge of the future, then go ahead and play games like this to acquire NFTs for free, especially if you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars acquiring them from other people that just played games and got them for free. So here you go, guys. Never give up on the future of money. Hope you liked the walkthrough.